4, 3, 2, and 1. We are live. What is up, ATG fam? How are you guys doing? Excited to be back in the studio. Like I said, we're trying to at least get an episode out every other week. So thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you, if this is your first time watching this episode, you know, we always appreciate people who subscribe. We're not the smartest people on this podcast, but we're the funnest people on this podcast, and we take pride in that. I'm just kidding. So we're on episode 63, guys. It's been a journey. You know, we started this podcast back in 2019 before COVID, and you know, we've been consistent. It's been like a slow burn, and now I feel like lately we've really been just like taking off. Like now that I got my own new studio and I'm able to just rep episodes out. I know the coolest people. I'm connected to the coolest people. Tonight, you guys are going to meet one of the coolest people in Albuquerque. I don't want to waste any more time, guys, with this intro. This is always the hardest part, you know, talking about myself. But let's waste no further time. We got special guest, Glenn Buddhafunk Benavidez. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to give you another chair so you can hear it.
Ooh.
Turn it up.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I like your ATG glasses of choice, bro.
Hey, man. You know, it's like you asked me about the superheroes earlier and tried on a few of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go with the superhero thing.
Heck, you know? Yeah, man. No, man. So I'm gonna call you Buddha. I know your name's Glenn. Yeah. Everyone calls you Buddha. Once you said your mom calls you Buddha, then I was like, okay, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
No, yeah, that's fine with me, man.
Heck,
whatever's good, dude.
So this is your first podcast ever.
It is. First
man,
podcast.
It's an honor, man.
It's I was a little nervous coming in, but you made things comfortable, well. I'm
Heck,
proud
yeah.
of you. All the things you're doing here, man. ATG is pretty badass.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I try and make it just a good hang, man, and if anything, it's just an excuse to hang out with super chill people, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we're having a good time. We hung out. We always have a podcast before the podcast, and it's just always cool hanging out with super chill people. But Buddha, let's just start with how you got the name Buddha.
Wow.
Because I feel like I've called you that forever. I feel like that's just been your name forever. Buddhafunk. What inspired you to go with that?
It was given. Not the funk part, but Buddha started when I was a lifeguard in Belen.
No way.
So I used to play in a band called Stoic Frame, and before Stoic Frame, the bass player was my head guard at the pool in Belen.
That's what's up.
There was a party that night.
It all started with the party.
And we wanted to go to the party, so we wanted to close the pool down.
Yeah.
And we needed rain for that and thunder. And he told me to do a Buddha dance, man, and I did this stupid ass dance. Then,
what's a Buddha dance, dude? What does that even look like?
I couldn't tell you. It's probably different now than it was back then. But so about 45 minutes later, you know, rain came in. We got to go to the party, and like he came up with Buddha and it stuck and it grew into.
That's crazy. It's crazy how certain nicknames just stick with people. Like, it's just like a stamp. Like, it's just... one of my best friends ever, his name's Martin. But since high school, for whatever reason, they started calling him Laguna. Because he always had, like, long surfer hair. And they always said he looked like he was from Laguna Beach. And even to this day, it's been over, like, 12 years, I still call him Laguna.
It fits, no?
And yeah, it's just like how some people, it's just like meant to be, dude.
That's awesome.
That's sick. But no, man, thank you for coming and hanging out, saving some time to come kick it at the table.
Dude, it's a pleasure to be here, man. You know, you come to the shows and I got to reciprocate that love.
Yeah, man.
And so
for sure.
I appreciate you, you know, coming out and supporting. And I love what you got going on, dude. It's beautiful.
Thanks, man. I always like to... you know, I don't know. I handpick my guests. I handpick my guests on people that I'm honestly interested in, people that I know I'll have a good time with. And you're one of them, man. You know, if you're within the first 100 episodes, I always tell everyone, I'm like, you know, you're part of the crew.
All right, I'm glad to be part of this ATG crew.
But so Buddhafunk, Buddha, you have your hand in so many cookie jars, bro. So you're a DJ. You know, I just saw recently by Albuquerque Magazine, you were voted top DJ in Albuquerque. On top of that, you're with a new group called Vibestrong. Fairly new. You guys have been doing your thing for over a year or so.
A little bit over here, yeah.
And you guys are getting ready to do a Cali tour next week. I'm glad I got you guys before that. And then not only that, man, you've been part of history. You've been part of so many bands that are iconic in the city of Albuquerque. You think of Reviva, you know, you think of Pendejos, you think of all these groups that are like staples in the community. And it's just cool to see you take off, man.
Well, shit, man, for you to call them staples is pretty cool.
It is, man.
You know, so I don't think of it like that sometimes, and if that, you know, for my music and my partner's music could, you know, let people feel good and appreciate it, then that's what it's about. You know?
Yeah, and you were telling me too that it's because, you know, you guys there's multiple things taking off at different paces, right? And I was just kind of asking you, you know, like what's the secret? You know, what's going on with you? And you told me something very notable, and you just said, I just do it for the love. Exactly. You said, it doesn't matter. You're not doing it for any other reason other than I love to make music. No matter what way I'm making music, you're a guitarist, you're a singer, you're a DJ. You just have fun with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's about, you know, your passions.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the passion for music and recently with DJ the last decade is I can't even explain it. You know what I mean? But it started early. You know, it's me of years of doing this and choosing this music as my career. Mm-hmm. Along with my work too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't do music. I work my ass off. But I also, you know, I got an attention with this question.
I was just kind of just going over like how you told me how you just kind of do it for the love of it. I love it.
No, I do. I love it, man.
And you also said too, like when you hit a wall with a certain you know, like DJing. Let's say you hit a wall with your creative pattern. You go to guitar. You go to, like you said, like you're always finding a way to stay inspired, like in different paths, kind of. No,
yes, definitely. I think that's important. Yeah, and that relates to everywhere in life. You know what I mean? It's snowboarding, like you.
Yeah.
You're telling me about snowboarding, and I think that's beautiful. Anything in life, working, striving for that job, like what you went through, and,
right,
doing what you're doing now.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the passion.
Yeah,
and wanting the love of it and finding that in life. Sometimes it's hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you got to make sacrifices for that.
That's true.
You know,
yeah, you got to humble yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
you got that gig and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that gig. It's no one, you know, it's in this brewery. You don't really, but you got to pay your dues because you don't know who's gonna be at that gig. Exactly. There might be one homie that might be your diehard there that just hears you for the first time, fan forever.
Yeah,
you know, that's how I am too. Like it's. That, like what I described to you, like my snowboarding incident, like I had, that was like my passion for so long. I was like so narrow driven, and then you hit a wall and it forces you to reevaluate your whole life, and you're like, okay, I can't just identify myself with just this one thing. I have to find other avenues in life that I'm capable of, you know what I mean?
You adapt.
And then look, now I'm circling back to snowboarding. There's been some time. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in life you're going to have a passion and it might not take off how you want it to. And it's okay to just put it down for a little bit and start something else. Like, no one's saying that if that one thing fails, you're done.
Exactly. Adapting and perseverance.
Yeah.
You know? Going through, I mean, you have two choices at that point. When you put on, you know, you're on the spot where you're like, I could give up and not give a shit. And boom, boom, boom. Or I could just, keep, you know, grinding.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people sit on that for a while and they're just like, I'm done.
And it's a hard decision. It's a hard decision, but, you know, I think it's cool to see people thrive.
Heck yeah, man. What was the first, like, instrument or music avenue that you started, like, ever? Was it DJing?
No, guitar.
Guitar?
13 years old.
No way.
I was so hyper.
And I had a couple fans ask me to ask you, because I have a lot of fans, because I was telling them, like, who you are and stuff. and they told me to ask you, like, what do you, how do you start, like, to get good? Like, what avenue do you go through to get good at an instrument? Like, is it just practicing every day? Is it just like, what was your path? Like, your specific path, I guess.
Well, no, you're good. I think my path, well, my first instrument was given to me on my 13th birthday by my grandmother, Gloria.
Shout out, Grandma.
Yeah, she's badass. She's in heaven now. She's badass. And, yeah, she came to the house and was like, "You are hyper. You need to plug in." She gave me the guitar and said, "You need to settle your ass down." And she taught me the honky tonk on the guitar, man.
That's sick.
I found
what was it, an acoustic?
Acoustic guitar, yeah. No, it was an electric.
Oh, no way.
It was like a Harmony Sunburst electric guitar.
What was it like getting that, dude? Were you just like, what the heck?
Well, I was just like confused and then once I plugged it in and I was like, oh, I fell in love with it.
That's sick. Did you kind of like look up like video, like how did you find out what type of music you wanted to play? Well, like, where do you start? Like Hot Cross Buns? No, I'm just kidding.
So I'm a little bit older, and videos weren't available when I was learning how to play the guitar.
Yeah, YouTube.
So no YouTube, anything like that. But listening and figuring it out
by ear.
I had a couple of years in high school, junior high school and high school with guitar class, but I got kicked out my sophomore year.
No way. Yeah. Out of the guitar class?
Yeah. I got D's and F's in guitar when I was in high school.
Hey, bro, come on. You can't be breaking the guitar and come middle class.
That's what it was.
You're like, to be a true guitarist.
But that also inspired me to be who I am now, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that comes with like music and being a musician is branding yourself as something different from everyone else. Just like any other thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to set yourself apart from the norm.
Definitely.
You know?
Take chances.
Go against the grain.
Take chances in life that people normally don't take.
It's hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize you have to just humble yourself and accept that, you know, it might not work out the way I want it to, but at least I'm going forward or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no what ifs, you know?
Yeah, there is no what ifs.
That's like, I hold that pretty dear. Like, I kind of, no what ifs.
So whenever you started playing through high school and all that, like, did you play like in like house parties and stuff like that? Like, were you like always like part of like some type of gig? Or like, were you just like a solo learning by yourself? Like, I'm gonna get good at this and.
So I was pretty much a closet guitar player, I would say. You know, not many people knew. I just sat at home and played. When I wasn't playing sports, I was at my home playing guitar. To where my parents were like, "Shut the fuck up." But like, yeah, man. And then I started a country band.
No way.
I was 18 years old, called Reliance, with my uncle.
That's what's up.
And then back then, Belen had like 4 bars or even 5 bars that we could play. So we were playing all the bars in Belen and jamming. And I mean, I was 18, but not 18.
Right.
And then
you just give the homie a nod.
Like, well, you could get the fake documents.
Yeah. Do it in Belen. They don't even give it. No, they're like, "What's up, primo? Get in."
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I mean, those were my. I really pay tribute to that time because it taught me timing. I feel like timing with that band because there's a lot of country music. So, and I was a metal guy, so I had to really like settle my shit down. So it taught me a lot. It's weird how those moments teach you for what's to come to now. You know.
Yeah, different paces, different genres.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. How did you get connected with the group that you're in now? Because I feel like the group that you're in now, Vibestrong, you know, you got James Sanchez, you got Ricky G, right? And then you got, what's the bass player's name?
Tony Man.
That guy's cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, you guys got this crew, and it's cool because you guys are all kind of from the same community, you know, or most of you guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys have that camaraderie. Do you think that has a lot to do with, like, making a good band, is kind of having that, like that gente, you know what I mean? Like family in a way?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you guys meet, like, after high school and stuff like that, or what?
Yeah. Well, I'm much older than those guys, so, you know, over a decade older. I'm sad to
This guy's the OG.
But no, well, we met later, later on in their music careers than mine, and what I just love, they're all badasses. Dude. They're all guys that really work hard, guys that really dedicate themselves to their craft.
Right.
We all get along very well. 3 of us are from the same county. Tony Manfit's, he's from here. He's South Valley. I think South Valley, but like badass gente.
Yeah.
So that means a lot. I think that's probably like 85 to 90% of being in something that could be strong. As well as, of course, those guys are hard workers and very, very talented.
How are your guys' jam sessions? Do you guys kind of just... Are those funner than gigs sometimes? Just like free flowing, there's no mistakes type stuff, or
no?
Or are they more stressful? Like we need to get this down.
No, they're not really stressful. I really look forward to Vibestrong practices.
I've seen some of your IG lives.
Yeah.
That you guys put. I always throw a comment.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
all Vibestrong as ATG. I always throw it.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to be throwing ATG up there.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, we work hard. Our practices are long and hard. We concentrate on every single note that's being produced.
Where there's no hiccups.
No hiccups. Everybody's happy, and there's no egos, and that's what I love about Vibestrong as well.
That's cool. It seems like you guys always give each and every member a chance to shine in the band throughout your whole because I've been to several concerts, and it seems like no one's left out. Everyone's got their chance. You even got James. He throws down some freestyles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got that bass player. What's his name again?
Tony, man.
Tony, dude. Shout out Tony. That guy's cool, bro. Yeah, he's the only guy that I don't know as much, but every time I've met him and interacted with him, he's super chill, dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Dude, the bass players always vibe out, dude. They're just like, oh.
They got the hit moves.
Yeah, dude. Those are the ones that get all the ladies, dude. Right? Low-key.
I'm a bass player, too. Just kidding.
No, dude, I love watching you shred, dude. I was telling Kiana, because we just went to a show this last weekend, and my favorite thing of going to concerts and watching especially like guitarists and drummers or whatever is when you guys are in a free flow state. And I could tell when you're in a free flow state because you're not caring about how you look. Your expressions might look unorthodox, and you're just you're vibing.
Yeah.
Is that accurate? Like, do you hit those moments in a concert, when you're hitting that solo, you're not even looking, you're just feeling your guitar, dude? What's that like? What's that feeling like?
Here,
bro.
That's what music is about right there.
Some water.
What you're explaining is that moment that's irreplaceable on stage. That's the drug. That's the when you feel that 30 years later, here I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's being on stage and performing is a beautiful feeling.
I can't imagine, man.
If it's for 1 or 10,000, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's about sharing your passion and your love, everything, all your emotions are coming out in that vibration. And whoever's receiving it is articulating it, you know what I mean? And interpreting it.
Right.
And I don't know, I think that's a beautiful, scientific.
It actually is one of the most crazy things in life that you are creating this sound. You're creating your own, you're making these sounds on your guitar, and everyone is experiencing it all at once. So it's like a full form of expression where everyone is instantly feeling it in that moment. It's like the most craziest thing ever. Because someone who's doing, let's say, a canvas piece of art, people don't really soak it in until it's done. And then they soak it in. It's as you're doing it in the moment, it's hitting everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this crazy burst of energy. And it radiates. It's like this weird energy that I don't even think scientists have that we can even interpret it. It's isn't it crazy how humans can express themselves through sounds, and then it affects everyone in different ways.
Yeah, man. Thank you. There's a lot of nice things you said, man. Thank you. I love playing the guitar, and I feel the same way. And there's the sounds that coming out of that thing. But
that's cool, man. I could tell you're passionate about it.
Yeah, I love it.
I could tell that, and even just talking before this, like on your creative process and all that, on how you keep that creative flow going, because that's the hardest part as an artist, whether you're a painter or a musician or even a podcaster, is staying creative, staying in a free flow state. Like I was explaining to you, the reason I have all this specific canvas art is because it puts me in a state of mind that I wouldn't be. Like if this room was a complete blank white room, I would probably be in a different mindset, not thinking about it.
Wow.
But while I'm talking to you, I'm seeing all these things, and it's just good energy. It's weird.
Well, you said it's from all the episodes, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's that energy there, man.
Yeah.
And energy is real, man.
It is.
Energy is. All of us have a energy that we create.
Right.
And we affect people around the room when we're in that room with them together.
That's true.
So you're creating a sanctuary, bro. This is badass.
That's cool, man. I've never heard that before, actually. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. I love it.
So with your, you're about to go tour Cali with Vibestrong. How do you balance that with being a DJ and stuff? What's the difference between performing with a band and being a solo DJ?
Well, preparing and scheduling my shows is just priority, and just being diligent about it. You know what I mean? Not saying, "Oh yeah," and then not putting
right.
So making sure everything's
not making empty promises.
Yeah, just everything's just down. You know, in your phone, in your calendar, whatever, however you may do it. But yeah, that's the easy way. And I kind of like dwindled down lately on what I do. I used to play in several bands, and now I'm like playing in Vibestrong and DJing mostly. And it's nice, man. I have time for myself finally.
That's cool. Now you can podcast with the homies.
Exactly. And then also just focus on what I truly love to do.
That's cool, man. Yeah. When you're DJing, do you kind of have do you kind of go off the crowd's energy a little bit, or do you make the crowd go off your energy? Like, I'm going to make the crowd feel this way tonight.
No, the crowd is the energy.
The crowd is the energy. Yeah.
And whenever you play somewhere,
like reading the room, you mean?
Yeah. Well, just when people are there to see you and you walk into, like, say, the Launchpad, or even Sunset Theater, like with Whalers with Vibestrong, it's that energy is powerful.
Yeah.
And that's definitely. Sometimes you create your own energy when you have to. You know what I mean? You have to make yourself like, oh, you're playing for the bartender in California, somewhere you never played before.
Yeah.
And no one's there, and that's what you go through. But you create that energy and you perform the best you can.
Yeah.
Just because it's you.
So whether it's one person or 300 people, you're
like, well, how are you going to represent yourself?
Exactly.
Are you going to half-ass it?
Yeah.
I'm from B-Town. We don't half-ass it.
We're all in. We're kind of crazy. I love that, dude. I love that B-Town energy. You could tell there's certain people, like you said, that have that energy. And there is such thing as a B-Town energy. It really is.
There really is, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good energy, It's kind of like Elvis holding the mugshot, you know what I mean? Like,
it's exactly like
that. You might end up there, but it's gonna be worth it.
It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, man.
Hey, pictures or it didn't happen. I have a mugshot out there too, but I can't find it.
Really?
I took a mugshot at one point. I spent all night in jail, but I haven't done enough digging up. I might have to throw that on the ATG merch.
I have a mugshot. I gotta look it up.
Dude, I feel like mugshots is like the new merch way. I feel like Donald Trump sales went up once he did the mugshot. Like, dude, that's like a mugshot's like iconic.
I'm all gonna put my mugshot on my merch. That shit that.
The Vibestrong?
Yeah,
the website or
yeah, no, the merch thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a mugshot on.
You have to, dude. I would rep the hell out of that mugshot of Buddhafunk.
I'll be like Elvis over here.
Dude, what kind of face did you make on your mugshot? Were you like...
Oh, I was sad as fuck.
I was pissed off.
I was just like I was sad. I was sad as sad.
Dude, I was so pissed off. When I went to jail, they were like... Have you ever seen that show where they take kids to troubled kids to jail and they're want to scare them and teach them a lesson?
What was this? Yeah,
what is it called?
Scared straight shit.
Yeah. So I feel like they tried to do that to me because I was like only 19, and I got arrested and I had to spend the night in jail.
Damn.
And they were like,
Did they scare the fuck out of you?
so what they did is they like took me to this huge guy, and they were like, this kid thinks he can whatever, and I was like, I was at rock bottom in my life. I was at rock bottom.
You stood up.
I wanted to fight him. I was like, what's up?
No way.
I swear, dude, I didn't care. I was like, he hit me and knocked me out. I don't even care.
Wow.
And they were like, okay, it's not working.
Throw a big guy next to the building.
Yeah, dude. They were like, all right, taking this out. Because the guy, I think they told, what did he say to me? He was like, nice shoes, boy. Like he was just like trying to say some dumb stuff. And I said a lot of vulgar stuff, dude. Some B-town stuff, you know what I mean?
That's what's crazy. That temper. But
Yeah.
like being able to control that temper is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Just me as being the elder guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a bad temper when I was a kid. Man.
Did you?
Oh gosh. Like bad. Like especially with sports. It was bad.
Like football and stuff, or what?
Football, basketball, like I've been kicked out of a lot of games because of my temper, and
You should have been in wrestling, bro.
I wasn't wrestling,
Were you really?
but I had to choose
Football or basketball.
basketball. You know,
I hate that.
I was a good wrestler too. I have gold medals in wrestling.
That's what's up, dude. I feel like everyone from Belen's wrestled at least a couple years.
But it sucks, dude. I'm a big old dude. I'd be wrestling big old guys, dude. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I know, dude.
You know, my weight.
The weight thing is crazy, huh?
I look at UFC. I'd be fighting like Bon Jones and shit. I'd fight that guy.
I know.
Crazy.
Dude, I went to I did an open national tournament like before I got my surgery, or it was actually after I got my surgery. And I was just, because I'm a junior wrestling coach, or I was a junior wrestling coach.
Really?
Yeah. And all my junior wrestlers were like, you know, they want to see your coach wrestle. So I was like, okay, if you guys do really good at this tournament or at state or whatever, I'll do the national tournament. Like, just to, like, inspire the kids.
That's sick.
And
dude.
so I joined the tournament, like, just whatever weight I was. Dude, the guys were in my bracket were huge, bro.
Oh.
Some of them were college wrestlers that came from Colorado. Dude, I took second, though. I took second, yeah. I took second.
Dude.
But, dude, I told myself, and I even told my dad and all my wrestlers, I was like, I have 30 seconds.
Dude.
30 hard seconds, and then that's it.
Huh?
So I said, I'm going to go balls to the wall for 30 seconds. And, hey, you could get the job done in 30 seconds, ladies. No, that's all it takes if you do it right.
That's all it takes to do it right. That's right.
I'm all hard, bro. Just kidding.
I'm all hard.
No, but that was the last. That was the last, like, any type of, competitive wrestling I ever did.
Yeah. Wrestling, yeah, this is junior high for me. You know what's a funny story though, man, is like my first time ever wrestling. I was nervous, dude, and like my parents got me the cool red, like badass shoes, dude, like badass wrestling shoes.
Oh, you're decked out.
I was decked out, dude, and I had like never wrestled before. I was a little kid, dude, and they put me against a girl, dude.
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
And guess
Dude,
what,
because
bro?
girls develop.
She whooped my
Dude, girls
ass,
develop
bro.
quicker than boys.
Well, the thing is,
so
dude,
they're stronger than crap, dude.
I'm not saying her skill, whatever, but she kicked my ass. And she really did. Dude. She beat my ass, dude. And but dude, I was scared to like.
Yeah,
wrestle
yeah,
her.
because it's like
my
a
hands were
lose
going-
for a guy,
Yeah.
to be honest. Because if you slam her and you pin her,
Or just where your hands go, dude.
Yeah, that is
Where your
true.
hands go,
What are you
like-
gonna do? A high crotch on a girl?
Exactly. I don't know how we get comfortable doing that to guys, but
I know. I know what's worse. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
but
but
dude, when in junior wrestling, when you're younger, dude, girls were the most vicious girl ever.
dude, Belen girls are the most vicious girls.
Oh, dude, Belen girls,
But they're the coolest too.
they're cool. Belen,
they're
so what's
scary.
cool now is Belen. So in high school, remember how it was just all open, so girls would have to wrestle. So now they have separate. So girls have their own state tournament, and then guys have their own. So a girl, they have their own thing or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Which is cool. It's fair, I feel like.
I feel.
Yeah, because, like, you know, you put a girl against some crazy
I would love the girl to beat some ass, but sometimes that might happen, you know?
Yeah. That's funny, though. That you had
I would shoot for the
we've
girl
all
like
had
that.
an experience where we've had to wrestle a girl we didn't want to. And we're
She
like,
whooped my ass, dude. I remember it was one of the worst ass whoopings I ever had. I was sad. in my brand new wrestling shoes.
You're like, all right, I'm gonna stick with basketball. Just kidding.
Exactly.
Let's make sure we got... Our freaking intern is slacking. Just kidding. We have a fake intern on the pod.
Oh, do you?
So anytime anything goes sideways, I'm like, our stupid intern.
Damn intern.
Even though he doesn't exist. Oh, wait.
Come on, intern.
Come on, dude. Get your crap together. We got Buddhafunk in the studio.
Don't look at me like that, intern. Just kidding.
Let's see what we got.
Good night, everybody.
All right, that's Buddhafunk. Everyone else can.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's
dude. So,
badass,
like,
dude.
after high school and all that, like, so did you always stay consistent with music? Like,
Yeah.
was there ever a time where you gave it up and then you went back to it, or have you, since you got a guitar, you've always had that in your life?
I tried to play college basketball for a little bit.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dude.
At Trinidad State. I went and tried
New
out.
Mexico State?
Trinidad State.
Oh, Trinidad
yeah,
State.
right over the mountains. Division III college.
Yeah.
First.
Was it crazy?
First play, dude. I was guarding this guy, man, and he just, dude, he was way older. I was 18 years old. This guy's 25, 26 years old at least.
Yeah.
Big old beard. Cross over me. I get picked, dude. I spin. I reach him at the goal, and I used to be able to dunk it pretty good, man. And dude, this guy's flying through the air, bro. And just dunked it on my head.
On the tryouts?
Dude, no, yeah, in tryouts, bro.
Holy crap. Is that where we went to college?
Yeah, for a little bit.
That's what's up.
And then...
So where's Trinidad at?
It's right out of Raton. Right out of New Mexico going into
Oh,
Colorado.
cool. So it's like a junior college.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the mountains, bro. One time I came out
Dude,
out
those
of my
mountain
dorm,
colleges.
and there's a grizzly bear, or not a grizzly, a big old bear, freaking...
A black bear?
I don't know. It was a big old bear, though. And I came out of my dorm, dude, like... going to class, and there's a bear right there in the front, right outside the doors.
Just chilling, looking
I
for...
backed out real slow and just ran up the stairs.
Did you get in wrestling stats? No.
That's why I quit college.
That's a good excuse to quit. And Mom, I'm sorry, there's bears everywhere. No, I'm just kidding.
Bears everywhere.
Does Trinidad College still exist?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. What was college like?
I just did very long.
Did you party and stuff, or were you like
a little
super
bit.
good?
I was shy, man. I was a shy kid.
Were you?
Yeah. In high school,
Kind of an
pretty shy.
introvert, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, I just... Yeah, I was just
Were
shy.
you a partier?
No. I never went to parties when I played guitar.
That's cool, bro.
I never went to parties when I was in high school.
Damn.
Never, ever.
What about after?
Once I got in the band, dude, it was over.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, once you get into a band, you're kind of like just thrown in the mix.
I was real nervous all the time, dude. I don't know. Music gave me a window of confidence, you know? Which is nice, you know.
Like a way to express yourself.
Express yourself
to the public.
And also, just through life now, being 46 years old,
Yeah.
I can actually talk to people.
Heck yeah.
I learned how to do it.
Hey, dude. Everyone has their own way of figuring it out. You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
And, no, yeah. Like,
Because I feel like a lot of people just know you now throughout the town, like throughout the city. Like when you mention Buddha, it's like, oh yeah, that homie's sick. Or like you've done enough in the music community to where you're like, people know who Buddha is. Like, do people approach you and say, what's up? Like a lot?
Sometimes, you know, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about that. You know,
Like you don't realize it.
It's just
you don't realize it because you're always playing, but like...
Yeah, and I mean, I see it. It happens sometimes here and there. But I don't know. It's crazy that, you know, to do something and you can influence people. It's an amazing... Yeah, it's hard for me to, like, be confident about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why. But...
You know, dude, I respect that. And honestly, that's one of my favorite things about you is, like, you're just so humble in what you do. You know what I mean? You're not, like, a lot of people have like a one-hit wonder or have like one good gig and they're just like, you know what I mean? Like they just soak it all in. You know what I mean? Like I'm the guy. But every time I've ever seen you, every time I've ever approached you, you've never been like a dickhead to me. No. You've always talked to me. You've always said what's up. Thanked me for coming. Like you don't realize it, but that actually means a lot to like fans. You know what I mean? Even like though I already kind of know you, like just that simple like. moment of gratitude, like, hey bro, you know, that's it, you know, thanks for coming or whatever. It's like, dude, Buddha's cool, bro. Like, you don't realize just that quick little interaction goes a long way.
Yeah.
But some people like are just,
yeah, I think that yeah, I mean, you gotta acknowledge, you know, that fan base, you know. And I've gone through my own experiences, you know. I've experienced dickhead fucking rock stars before that I looked up to, and I won't name any names, but I've been up to a person and they're just like, I'm like, dude, you're bad, and he's just like such a mean person, you know. And
it's scary to meet your heroes.
And that's something the thing is, I can't. You got to put yourself in his shoes. You never know what kind of day that guy's having.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like I would never ever. If a fan comes up to me and is appreciative of what I do, I'm gonna try my best to be acknowledged and show respect. You know?
Yeah.
And acknowledge them and try to learn their names and remember their names.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you gotta pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Because without them, without the fans, like, who were nothing.
Right, right.
Seriously.
And that's a good point that you brought up. Like, you don't know what kind of day other people are having. Because there's sometimes, and I've had to learn this because I've had so many situations that have went sideways where I've probably overreacted and then it ended up in a fist fight or it ended up in this thing. And now, I mean, I just turned 30, but now, like, in where I'm at in my life, like, we just recently, me and my girlfriend got ran off the road by a big old motorcycle gang, like street bike.
Oh, wow.
Because I pulled out and these guys were going like 100 miles an hour. Yeah. And they were flipping me off. They were telling me to pull over.
Jeez, that's awful.
And like,
I'd have been scared.
the inner part of me was like, I want to, you know, I want to go throw down. Like, there's that switch though that we all have, and especially where we come from. There's a switch, and once it's on, it's on. And I try my best to not turn it on. And I just like told I'm like, look, let's just pull over. We'll let them flip us off, talk their crap, and let them drive off. And let's just, because I've seen so many situations like that go
really bad,
so far south to where there's no turning back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
But like, you don't know what type of day these guys have had. You don't know what type of life they've had. You don't know, that guy his dad might have beat him his whole life and he's just like looking for any avenue to just get pissed off. But you can't match that energy. Like you said, we've talked about energy at the beginning of this podcast. You have to cancel out negative energy. No. And if you just deflect it, it'll just die out. No. But if you feed into it, it grows into something worse than it could have ever been. You know what I mean?
I mean, through life, you learn your lessons. You know what I mean? The life lessons, like what you're saying, it's a life lesson.
Yeah.
You know, and you're understanding how, hey man, you know, like, the stop and think strategy.
Yeah.
I'm a CSW, community support workers. That's what I do. So
yeah.
But
so you know people.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just, you got to make the right decisions for yourself and for the people around you as well. And yeah, it's just knowing how to control your emotions is I think it's a life lesson.
Right. And I think a part of that is, and that's one thing that me and you have, is we know who we are already. Like, we're comfortable in our own skin. We know who we are. We don't got nothing to prove.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like especially a lot of our audience is younger. Like, a lot of our audience is in middle school, high school.
Oh, really?
Young adults.
That's cool.
And you don't got to prove nothing to no one. So some guys feel like they got to prove themselves in every situation. I'm the man. I'm the alpha. It's like, dude, you don't got to win every battle.
You don't.
And you know what I mean? And I went through that. I was like, because, dude, like me, like, so I'm 30 and I look super young. Imagine when I was 18 or 19 going to college parties. And I would be partying and they'd be like, who's this kid? What the hell is this stupid kid doing here? And they would talk crap to me. And it would always lead to a fight. Because I would always get called out. And of course, dude, I'm a wrestler. I would throw down. And I went through so many fights like that because felt like I had to prove myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was like, it never ended good. We need to find that mugshot. Someone find that mugshot.
It was probably fun.
It was, dude. Well, like that was like the thing with me is like I was trained to battle. I battled my whole life through wars. I grew up wrestling since I was 5. Yeah. Like my dad trained me to straight up like throw down. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I was like super. Like I didn't look like the part. You know what I mean? So I'd have these like super old college dudes just like talking crap, and I would just, whoa!
I'm gonna take the biggest one down.
B-Town. No, I'm just kidding. Los Chav.
Let's have it.
Yeah.
Dude, so you're a machete.
Oh, dude, machete.
I'm a machete.
Oh, fuck. Hey, that's how we go, bro. Machetes got to look out for each other. People don't know Los Chav, bro. That goes a long way.
Machete, dude. Yeah, I grew up in Los Chavez.
Shout out to the Wild Pony. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Dude, I miss the Wild Pony. Dude, they opened up that new thing there, that new like venue, but I feel like it hasn't been.
It's probably a dispensary.
No one's doing nothing with it.
Is it a dispensary?
It's like called the Wild Horse or something.
The Wild Flower.
Have you seen that? I feel that's probably a good guess. So it might be a dispensary. I feel like it's a dispensary or barbershop. That's gonna be one or the other.
Right.
Yeah, but it's all good. I mean, whatever. Everyone's got their own business or whatever.
Yeah, that was a wild place, dude.
Yeah,
I've been there, dude, and like I've seen a lot of people getting knocked out in that place.
Yeah,
that was like the true, like old school Western saloon.
It was like the Wild West, and a lot of biker gangs. That was where they threw down. And then the thing was, it was right next to an Allsups. So if you didn't want to buy a drink, you would just go to Allsups, buy 3 shooters, and then go back in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was just
crazy. I never thought of that. You're smart.
I'm all.
I was like, what the hell was I doing?
I know. But dude, it was like the perfect recipe for like a disaster if you think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Except for the burritos and the chimichangas.
Hey, dude, that chimichanga I had that one day with the shootout. It was the best chimichanga ever.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I can totally imagine.
Yeah, but you know that's the cool thing about like growing up from Belen is you're exposed to so much at a young age, even growing up, that it actually does help you in life. Here, bro, I'll give you this too.
Yeah.
It actually does. It helps you to deal with situations, even like to deal with people. You know what I mean?
Well, I think, you know, I don't know, just being from Belen, like, I was very privileged to have good parents, you know, and very privileged to have good grandparents. And I was taught that you work.
Yeah.
You work, and you play.
You gotta earn that.
And I take really a lot of pride in that, man. And COVID is a big example of that, because there was a point where I could have like stopped working, and I could just do music. But COVID happened, and if I wasn't working, man, I would. Because
there was nothing going on, concerts, nothing.
And it sucks because a lot of my buddies, my musician buddies, and my artist family suffered through that. That were depending on that. Mm-hmm. You know, 2 years of no music. You know, it was hard, even for me, dude. Like I was working. You know, I was working in schools at the time. But not having music on the weekends and what I'm used to doing for the last 30 years. It'll mess people up
mentally.
Yeah. And so you gotta like acknowledge that. If anybody out there that's watching this and feels a certain way because of that, there's help. You know. Yeah. You know, there's help to talk to someone. And
that's
just,
true.
Like, really, and there's, you know, when you're isolated, there's shit that could build up. So. That
is true. You know, isolation isn't always the best thing, and I feel like during that time there was so many people that were isolated that couldn't even leave their house, and if you already have mental problems, that'll really wreck you. Oh, yeah. You need some type of community or some type of outlet. You know what I mean?
Some type of social interaction.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how humans they need that to kind of live? You don't realize it, but like complete isolation will wreck you.
Oh man.
Like we're meant to interact with each other.
I can imagine being alone. Yeah.
Yeah, like you hear about like, you know, even being in jail, like isolation, like that'll mess you up, dude.
Really.
It'll just, but like I promised myself that once that stuff got uplifted, that I was gonna travel as much as I could, and I was gonna do as much as I can in my life. That's cool. Like that was like my promise. And dude, we've been to New Jersey, we've been to New York, we went to Hawaii, we went to Montana. We've just been full throttle, dude. Nice. And my bank account doesn't agree with me, dude. But I just told myself, like, who knows if this, this might not last forever. You got to experience life.
You created a memory that will never be replaced.
Yeah, dude.
And money can't replace that.
That's true, man. And us, like, as we're getting older, don't you realize, like, time is more valuable. It's a more valuable currency than money.
Oh, of course.
Because I know some people, though, who are just banking on saving up as much money and working 24/7. So when I retire, I'm going to have the best life ever. But it's like, you're not promised tomorrow. No. You're not promised next year. You know what I mean? But it's hard because you also want to be responsible. But in a certain way, you have to live every day with gratitude.
I think when what happens in life, I think opportunities happen with people. Mm-hmm. And it's not like, there's a lot of times you should take that opportunity. Yeah. And there's so many times in life where I see myself, even included, and other people like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to go on this trip, I don't want to do this because I got this and I have this responsibility.
Right.
Dude, if you just say, fuck it, just one time, bro, and it's like, go.
Yeah.
I guarantee 100% you will not regret it.
Dude, I've met some of my best friends to this day when I've done stuff by myself just because I wanted to do it. There's been days where, like, some of my best friends didn't want to go snowboarding. And I was like, I don't care, I'm going to go to Taos by myself. I met some homie from Africa, still one of my, like, best friends. Like, he was throwing front flips, and I'm like, dude, we're kicking it today. And, like, we're just, like, and he was a guest on the podcast.
No way.
And he's all the way from, like, from Ghana.
Ghana. That's cool.
Like, straight up. Like, but he's, like, here in the state. Like, like, you put yourself out there, there's a reward in somewhat or some way.
Well, just, I mean, for example, Reviva, when I was with Reviva, man, one of the trips we took 8 years ago was amazing because we went to Nicaragua on the Atlantic Coast, dude, on tour, Fulbright Hayes Grant. So paid by the government to go out there, do a cultural music exchange in Bluefields, Nicaragua. And we spent close to, like, 3 weeks out there, I think. And it was most educational experience I've ever had. And just, like, learning the people's music. And we played places that people hadn't had a concert in 25 years. And shit, like, and
you make that little sacrifice, but you're making a difference in, like, so many
lives.
And
it was scary because we're going to third world country.
Yeah.
Like, hardcore, like you don't go out at night because you get killed. Like it's hardcore in the middle of the ocean, islands and shit. Like, that's what we did. You gotta put
yourself out there, though.
And that's
what you bring. What energy you bring is gonna rub off on everyone around you.
Yeah.
You even look at, like, Bob Marley. Yeah. Bob Marley would put himself in these dangerous situations, but then he would end up spreading more love than ever.
Oh yeah.
You look at Stephen Marley. You look at Ziggy. I saw you guys did a song with one of the drummers. One of the was it from Stephen Marley's group?
No. So when I was with
Ziggy.
When I was with Reviva, Pablo Stennett from Ziggy Marley's bass player helped produce whatever Reviva's album.
That's what's up.
So that's how our connection with that goes.
See, little touches like that.
Yeah.
And he was probably, he was putting himself out there, giving love to, and then look at what Reviva is, what was, and what it's become.
Yeah, Reviva they're strong, And
I always go watch Reviva. I always go whenever Mondo Vibration gets back together. I always go watch their gigs. I don't know. There's certain bands that I have loyalty to. Definitely. And a lot of them you're in, you know what I mean? That's why I'm so close to you, because, cool. There's certain energy that you guys bring that's what's up. That's legit.
What's cool is, like, the Rhythm Boys, man. Those guys are badass guys, hardworking
Kevin.
guys, all those guys. And he's a B-Town boy, I know Kevin since a little kid.
Kevin's what's up. Dude, Kevin's got some sick dreads. I always tell Kevin, I'm like, you better not cut these, bro.
Right?
If you do, donate one to the ATG.
Right? Hang it on the wall.
Hey, we got Kevin's dread. Cheers, bro. We got Kevin's dread on the wall.
No, yeah,
no,
dude.
But Kevin, all those guys are cool.
The Rhythms, like Reviva, dude. Reviva, those are my brothers.
What's the singer's name?
For the Rhythms?
Miles. Miles was just on Only Kings podcast.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. And I'm gonna introduce you to my homie Noah. He has this sick podcast. And all those guys from the Rhythms.
Do we cheers?
Yeah, we did. We'll do another one.
Thanks for the King Kong.
Shout out to Maui. I got this glass in Maui when I went.
No way. Shout out to King Kong.
I'm so glad I went to Maui when I did, because there's no Maui no more.
Really? Why?
It all got burned down in a fire.
Burnt down? I'm new to this.
All of Maui is burnt down.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
People die?
Everywhere where I went is gone now.
People die?
Over like 400.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy, man.
When did this happen?
Like maybe 2 months ago. Yeah.
See, that's how disconnected I am.
That's not a bad thing though.
Oh man.
Do you kind of how involved are you in like with social media and all that stuff? Are you kind of like in and out?
I'm very involved with social media, especially because of my music, you know, and the DJing stuff.
You kind of have to be in this day and age to promote yourself. It's like almost like a prerequisite.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to.
But
and thanks for resharing our IG stuff, bro.
Oh yeah, always, dude.
Dude, ATG Instagram's been getting crazy lately. We've been getting.
Look at their glasses, dog.
What's so ATG about us is we don't even have an ATG Instagram page. It's all me.
I love it.
And we still got our fan base, bro.
It's underground, dog.
It's underground, and that's kind of like what I pride myself in. I could easily make an ATG Instagram account and just focus on that.
Yeah.
But who our listeners are there because they've dug deep and they know who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I would rather have 500 to 1,000 loyal fans than to have one big podcast that pops off and then no one ever cares again. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, dude. And I do this more for myself. You know what I mean? Like we talked about this before. It's more just like for me. It's like an archive. It's like an endless archive.
Well, just your mission statement is perfect, bro. You're doing it right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks, man.
I'm very proud to be part of it, actually.
That's cool, man.
Because first podcast, I didn't really know what to expect. But, I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I love it.
I feel comfortable and I don't know, you're a good guy. You know, and it's right.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Heck yeah, man. And shout out to our listeners. Shout out to our viewers.
Hell yeah.
You guys have been sending us so much love. I've been getting so many messages like on IG. I've been getting so much feedback, and I even have people call me on my personal cell, and they're like, "Dude, it's so much motivation when people are telling you like, dude." Because I forget, dude. Like when I do a podcast and I put it out, I like forget where it's going and who it's going to. Like I'll go to some random place. And some person that I like knew in high school is like, dude, I watch all the podcasts. And I'm like, holy cow. Like, and I'm sure it's like the same for you with music. They're like, dude, I listen to all your songs. It's like, whoa. Like,
yeah,
when you don't realize it until someone tells you.
Yeah.
And then you rethink, you're like, wow, like people know who I am or,
yeah, it's wild, man. It's just, to be chosen as an inspiration for someone is scary.
Yeah.
But also, acknowledge it and
yeah,
it, it's okay. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
I have a humble side, but also have a competitive side as well.
Yeah.
And then I think that, it's beautiful. It's beautiful and to inspire people, and I'm inspired by so many as well.
For sure, man. And honestly, and I do this because I'm inspired by people who do so for example, and this is just recently. So do you know Canelo, the fighter, the boxer?
Oh, yeah.
So Canelo has been a fighter forever, right? He's been the champion forever. He's been so he just did the first podcast ever in full English. He learned English.
To do the podcast.
He did the podcast with...
Probably not just that, but...
So if you guys look up Full Send Podcasts with Canelo, he can talk perfect English. He's never done that before. And he just had a full-on conversation.
That's cool.
I am so much more of a Canelo fan after watching him talk for an hour. He is the coolest guy ever. Really? The most legit, humble. I'm full on Canelo fan now. But it was all because of that podcast. I know who he is as a person. I've heard him talk for an hour. Most humble, chill dude ever.
Canelo's a badass.
But you know what I mean? Like,
he's like Tyson, almost Tyson.
There's one thing to watch someone do something, but whenever you hear them talk for more than an hour, you kind of get an idea who they are as a person. Yeah. I feel like after 15 minutes, you cut through all the bullshit. You go through all the small talk, and then you find out who people really are.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like that is what I'm intrigued by.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, but I gotta pee bad right
Let's go. Let's do it.
Sorry, man.
And I've been wanting to go.
I'm in Old Town. For a grand.
You're in Old Town?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we need to kick it then.
Dude, you gotta.
We're just like neighbors, basically.
I have a pool table and everything.
No, you don't.
Pool table, darts.
Oh, after party at Buddha's.
Karaoke, what are you gonna do now?
Hello. I've been practicing my singing. No, just kidding. Nah, but Buddha, dude, it's good.
I poured shots or water.
Oh, okay, cool.
But we could.
Dude, it's water, dude.
I know, sorry.
I'm trying to stay hydrated.
Have you ever took shots of water? It's good for you.
Hey, so I kind of not want to end this podcast, but I don't want to like end this podcast without talking about like your Cali trip, what you guys got going on.
Hey man, I'm pumped. Okay, where's my phone? I gotta pull this shit out because.
On top of that, you guys are starting it off with going to the recording studio, the same studio that Sublime recorded in.
Yeah, man.
What's the studio's name?
Well, I'm not sure if the studio they went to that particular studio, but
Same city.
Same producer.
Ooh.
You know, Lou Dog.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Guys, I don't know. I mean, I know our listeners listen to Sublime, but if you don't know who Lou Dog is.
So. Here we go. Yes. So, yeah, we leave next Wednesday. We have shows all weekend, dude. This weekend, we have great shows. So tomorrow night we're gonna be in Santa Fe, at Santa Fe Brewery headquarters from 7 to 9. Vibestrong.
I might just be a fanboy and just hit them all.
It's gonna be a show. Like Santa Fe is gonna be good, but what I'm really looking forward to.
Kiana, you better dance with me. We're gonna throw it down.
We'll play some cumbia.
Ooh, don't. Hey, Kiana, did you hear that?
We'll play cumbia. Hey, so and then Saturday we play at the Botanical Gardens.
Okay.
Here in Albuquerque.
I'm gonna put this podcast out probably by tomorrow night.
Okay, that's fine.
So before your Cali trip for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
It's super easy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not I don't cut anything.
Yeah. So Botanical Gardens this weekend. Saturday. I DJ Red Door Saturday night.
Damn.
Saturday and then Sunday we play Fuego Fest at Marble East Side.
Oh, okay.
From 1 to 3.
Is that the Marble Heights?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
then-
tell Chelsea about that.
So
Shout out Chelsea Tabbitt.
Chelsea Tabbitt.
She told me she was waiting for a concert to go to Marble
I
Heights.
know the
So
Tabbitts. I know the Tabbitts.
you know what Tabbitt's?
No.
Hey, you know Jay Tabbitt? That's my godfather.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. You gotta show me pictures.
Shout out to Jay.
No, but
Dude, the Tabbits. So you know that jersey I showed you before this? That was for one of the Tabbits.
oh no way.
Yeah.
Dude, those jerseys are badass.
Oh, dude, I grew up with them.
Badass.
Yeah, they're sick.
That's cool. But yeah, Cali, bro. I'm excited about Cali. We're going out there
Next week?
Next week we leave Wednesday morning.
Is this the first Vibestrong Cali?
Second.
Second.
We recorded with Lou Dog one time before this. At 17th Street Studios.
How are you guys
in Costa
connected to
Mesa.
that, homie?
Honestly, it's through the rhythms, man. The rhythms, started recording with him, and then also, Tony Man and Ricky G are part of the rhythms. So we were lucky enough to have that contact, and that's through the rhythms, hard work right there.
That's cool, man.
And so you got to pay that respect. But
Yeah.
we got out there and we recorded one song last time, like a few months ago. But now we're going out there to record 2 songs.
Heck yeah.
We've got 4 shows. I'm really excited.
Can you
dude.
release the name of the songs? Or is that like classified?
Well, it's not classified. It's just we don't
Or have you guys not figured it out yet?
I think we kind of figured them out, but they might change. So, but dude, yeah, we are playing some cool shows.
So 2 songs set for recording.
2 songs set for recording. So this is
The fact that you don't have the name solidified is kind of cool, though.
It's like one of them is. I forget.
What's the vibe?
It's reggae. Reggae.
Related to stereo, is it upbeat from stereo or lower beat from stereo?
Lower beat. It's like Manzano stuff.
So super reggae.
Like reggae.
I love
But
that.
sounds nice too.
Dude, I think my girlfriend like reggae survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because reggae, when you go to a reggae concert, let me just say this. When you go to a rave, it's like, there's so much energy, like sometimes you can't even match it. But with reggae, no matter what level you're on, it's that set level, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like a vibe that you just ride out.
You're even in key and everything there.
Oh, dude, you like that? Just kidding. I'm the best air guitarist in the city. No, I was kidding.
That was pretty good.
No, but so two solid reggae songs you're recording, and then you're hitting the Cali tour.
No, yeah. So we go, we record all day, and then we have a show at. I want to spit this out. We have a Tiki Barak in Costa Mesa on the beach, dude. Right after we record, we're going straight to the show.
Oh, damn, dude.
So we're gonna
Costa Mesa is where it's at. That's where. That's all Sublime.
Yeah, and so we're like, right after we done recording, we're going straight to the show.
Dude, James was like begging me to go. He's like, dude, you go to the. I'm like,
and then the next night, that Friday, we play in an Ocean Beach in San Diego. You know, at Winston's, which is a badass bar on the beach.
Dude, San Diego, Ocean Beach, Mission Beach.
I'm really pumped about that. And then the next day, Saturday, we go out to Chino Hills and play the I Brewery, which is sick, dude. We played with another band that's from there is badass. Can't remember the name, goddammit. And that water got me. Just kidding.
There's something in that.
So Chino
ABQ
Hills,
water.
and then we play in LA on Sunday.
That's
we
sick,
play downtown
dude.
LA at Tire Bitter Brewery.
So it's day after day after day, like you guys are locked in.
And you know what's cool, man?
Are you guys flying now?
No, we're driving.
You guys gonna all stay together?
So check this out. After the Sunday, we're taking Tony Man and James to the airport. And then me and Ricky G are going to the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, let's go!
Monday night football.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Chargers.
All right, I'm with that.
Good time.
As long as they're not playing the Vikings.
Oh, you're a Viking fan. I like the Vikings.
Yeah.
They had Herschel Walker.
Jefferson. So I was a fan of I was born into it, kind of. So like with Chris Carter,
Dude,
Randy Moss.
You guys had Herschel Walker, dude.
I know.
You're lucky.
We always. So like being a Vikings fan, kind of like the Cowboys. You don't ever want to get your hopes too high.
Oh god.
You could have the best season ever, and it's just like,
dude, I'm such a big Cowboy fan, but like, I've tried to leave them several times, and I can't. Bro.
I know.
I just can't do it. It sucks. But
it's like that crazy relationship.
But I'm excited, man. Me and Ricky G are gonna be at the Cowboy game, dude, and like spreading that vibe, show love, and recording with one of the baddest producers, and Lou Dog, and playing shows on the beach, and what better life could I ask for, bro? Honestly.
What better life can you ask for?
So salute.
You're exposing yourself to so much stuff outside of here, and then you bring back that knowledge, you bring back that love.
I'm excited, man.
So am I, dude. So at my work, cause I took a little bit of time off today. Because I wanted to go to the gym before this, and I've been doing like ice baths and stuff before every pot.
How's that?
Oh, dude, like it's been
how long do you stay in that shit?
The longest I stay in is like 15 minutes, but like
dude,
I've just been doing like 10 lately.
I remember in football in high school, dude.
Yeah.
I had like this spring, and they made me put my shit in the ice bucket.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking cried. Like, I seriously cried.
It's not fun. It's definitely not fun. It's not like a good time. But dude, when I get out, holy cow. So like what I've been doing is like I'll hit a crazy workout to where like I can't feel nothing. And then I'll just go to like 7-Eleven or Love's across from the street. I'll buy like 6 ice bags, fill up my bathtub, dump it in there.
You do that on your own.
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to. I'm doing it the ghetto way, dude. Ice is ice. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's ballsy.
Yeah, dude. So I just fill up the tub and I'm just like fully encapsulate myself.
You're impressive.
So dude, so I've been doing it before and I'm just like locked in, dude. Like it just like rejuvenates.
So the first time, but the first time you ever did it, how long did you stay?
15.
15
yeah,
minutes?
I just went in.
Did you cry?
Well, so after 2 minutes, you lose all feeling. So if you can handle 2 minutes and just pray to God, you numb, your body gets numb, and then once you get out or once you're in it for 2 minutes, you just can't feel nothing, so you're good.
It's really good for the body, though.
Oh,
man.
dude, it's like it's like taking like 15 ibuprofens, but like without the bad side effects. You know what I mean?
And the energy probably.
Oh, dude. So what it does is like like you ice something and then all your blood goes to where it hurts. So if you fully ice your body, all the blood just goes to wherever it needs to go.
So
your brain.
You're like Venom.
Oh, dude.
Like
I'm like
Venom.
I'm like the Venom. I'm like the Hulk. So when you called me earlier, you're like, yo, you're like, I just got out, dude. I was like, just 15
You were
minutes.
in your ice shit?
Huh?
When I
I
called you
had
earlier?
just got out. I was like shivering.
No wonder you were
I was like, just give me 15 minutes. Because if we did the pod, I was going to be like, you know what I mean?
Dude, you're a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah. But I like to be locked in, you know what I mean?
Good for you.
Lately.
I like that.
Because I'm like in spurts type of guy. You
The
know?
thing is, at my old age, I feel like maybe I should try an ice bath.
You should, bro. It's not going to hurt you. It's all mental. You know what I mean? Like if you could just shut your pain switch off, you'll be all
The
right.
thing is, I'm good with mind shit, but like, ooh, that's hard.
If you just have it in the back of your mind, like this is gonna benefit me, no matter what.
Would it benefit me sexually?
Yeah, actually,
Is this a really?
no. I'm just kidding.
You should never showed me that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I meant to do this one.
It's getting worse.
No, this one. No, this one. That's the one I meant to do.
I'm a champion.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a champion.
Okay, now I know where that's at.
Dude. So I was just thinking about this. How many breweries do you think exist in Albuquerque?
You know what's really cool about that situation?
It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that
I'm
in a bad
feeling a
way.
little lightheaded.
Yeah.
Because this water we're drinking.
Zimbabwe.
But dude, breweries have been like since fucking long time ago, bro. Like pyramid days and like in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, like Aztec.
Yeah, I feel like New Mexico is kind of
Dude,
ahead of the game when
and,
it comes
breweries,
to
But breweries have been part of the culture for thousands of years.
That's true.
That's crazy. But
that. You know what we should do? We should go to a comedy show.
I would love to go to a comedy show.
I just recently found out from my last guest that there's so many comedy shows and open mics in Albuquerque.
There's comedy bars.
I didn't know that.
Bars.
I didn't know that.
For comedy.
We should go home and just fuck.
Dude.
We should just mess around.
And heckle? I was kidding. No, that would be a horrible heckle. So, you suck. Safe word.
What's your safe word? Safe word.
That's what he asked me earlier. Buddha, just in case there's a safe word.
Ask Buddha. I was like,
Here's
hey,
what's
so
your
guys,
safe
just so
word?
you know, because I always ask my guests, because I don't want to force anyone to drink during the pod, and I'm like, hey, what's your safe word? Because that's gonna be when we drink, and he's like, safe word.
As long as I'm not safe.
My safe word's not safe.
I feel very safe in ATG's podcast.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. This guy's
But
a
dude,
good
the
man.
fact that this is your first podcast, and the fact that you put yourself out there, what ATG stands for is, you know, the truth is everyone has their own story. You know what I mean? We all know Vibestrong, we all know Reviva, we all know, you know, Buddhafunk, but like, who are you as a person? And people don't realize this, but whenever they see you as a person and who you are and how you interact with other people, it sets a whole new, it hits a whole new audience. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Especially to me, you know?
Well, you know, I think, like, honestly, I've been told, you know, and I'm older and listen to people.
He's only 30.
Yeah. 32. No, but, you know, I wear glasses. So when when I play, I really don't like to see people. I don't like to watch.
You don't wear glasses when you play, huh?
No, I don't like to see people watch me, and for a lot of years in my younger, like the music career I've had, the younger years, I had really long hair, and it was just my bangs to cover my face. So, because I make a lot of weird faces when I play, and I was very inconfident
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And so, now I don't really give a fuck. But, yeah, where was I going with that?
No, but you don't realize this, but what you were just describing is my favorite part of the show. You don't know this because you had your glasses off and you can't see no one, but whenever we were at your last show at Marble and I was with my girlfriend, I said, look at this guy. I said, this is my favorite part of the show. And this was when you were just shredding and you were not looking at anyone. You were just shredding. You were closing your eyes and you were just in your zone. That to me is the experience that I want when I go to a live show. You know what I mean? When I see someone in their element and I see someone in a free flow, free state, when I see James just freestyling, rapping, and they have their eyes closed and they're just expressing themselves, that to me is what connects. You know what I mean? So like, you guys don't realize it, but like, people love that raw energy. And that's what you give off is raw. You guys are so raw. You know, Vibestrong, the bass player, Ricky G. Say the bass player's name one more time. I can't remember his name.
Ricky's bad.
No, what's it?
Tony, man.
Tony. I just watched Scarface last night. So Tony.
Hey, Tony, come over here.
Hey, Chichi, get the yayo. Dude, that's the best line ever. When he's like, "Hey, Chichi, get the yayo." That was his come up.
I don't know what that is.
No, but if. Dude, Scarface. Have you watched Scarface recently?
Oh, dude, Scarface is the sickest, bro. Yeah.
Have you seen it recently? You need to watch it this week. Like you should watch it before you go on your Cali tour.
I watch it pretty. You know what I'm a big fan of though is what's that? The prison movie. Blood In, Blood Out. I like it, but also American Me.
You bitch in my mon.
American Me is nasty.
Oh, American Me, is that when they throw him over the prison and stab him all?
Give me the chon chon. Like, dude, that's just fucking.
No, give me some chon chon. That's Blood In, Blood Out.
See.
That's Blood In, Blood Out. Dude, the funniest thing ever is Blood In, Blood Out is the most Belen movie ever. Because that's how we...
Dude, that's from...
The way that they talk...
That's written from a New Mexico writer.
That makes sense because the way that they... I've seen so many fights at the B where the interactions they have in that movie are the exact same.
You had fights at the B too?
Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? Dude, so I had an iPod.
Have you ever had a fight at the B?
Dude.
Me, I never have.
I think I've talked about this maybe earlier on in the podcast, but we used to have a fight ring. So this is when YouTube first started and everyone's first started recording fights. So we had a legitimized fight ring. So one of our friends invested in UFC gloves. And one of my friends, shout out to Josh Krause, was like the godfather. He was like the shot caller. And he would just say, "You're fighting you." But he would tell you on a Monday, so at least you had all week to train.
Dude, that's like the beat-down fight club.
No, but he would say, you are fighting Josh on Friday night. And all the girls would show up. We had a backyard. Everyone would show up.
Like, the girls, dude, that's enough inspiration to fight.
Oh, dude. Like in Belen, and it was so hyped up. So all week, you knew you were gonna fight on Friday. You know what I mean? So you're doing push-ups, you're doing all this stuff, and on Friday afternoon after school, you would all show up to this house, and these guys had this phone out.
And so what was it? Like 30-second rounds?
No, it was just UFC rules.
Just fucking good.
Like 1 minute rounds. I think it was like 3 1 minute rounds.
Try to like make
you could knee each other. You could choke each other out. You could. You had the gloves on, and
see the thing.
I don't want to. I'm gonna say this because this guy. I don't know this guy no more. But so it's kind of like Fight Club. Like you're fighting. You know what I mean? Like that was the rule. It's like if the shot caller told you were fighting on Friday, you're fighting on Friday. Like that, if you wanted to show up, you had to fight. So the shot caller. Was there
people that never showed up?
Huh?
Was there people that didn't? show up?
And they weren't allowed back.
Yeah, they're out.
So if they didn't show up and they wanted to come watch, you're out. You're out. So we had a little organization.
You got to fight to watch.
Exactly. Wow. So if the shot caller told you you're fighting, you got to fight. And it might have been someone that you didn't want to fight. You're like,
you guys do this in high school? You guys are crazy motherfucker. Yeah. Dude, I thought I was crazy.
Dude, the B-Town, dude.
Dude, you guys are crazy.
And so they were like, you're going to fight. And so the craziest thing is this guy, they're like, you're going to fight this guy. And I was like, all right. And I was kind of, the thing that sucks is you're kind of friends with the guys. But you're the same weight. You're the same. If you're the same weight, and then I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. Yeah. And so we showed up, dude, and I destroyed this guy.
See, that's a part of me that I don't.
And then you get that pride, and then you don't have to fight again for a while. And it was all fair though. It was all love. Like after you would shake hands.
When you're young, growing up, that's part of life. Well, especially in Belen.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Like,
dude, because none of us could afford.
Because we had my friends. We had boxing tournaments, dude. We do 30-second rounds, and we'd go at it, dude. And we put all the money that we had in our pockets, and it was like $2 or $3 in a hat. And dude, the last guy standing got the hat.
That's what's up.
And that's crazy, dude. But
it was
you
whenever
guys,
you
guys took it to a different level,
dude.
Crazy.
A lot of people. So I went out with my girlfriend recently at that not dialogue. What's that new underground? It's what are they called when it's like when it's a cocktail thing, but it's like kind of secret speakeasy. It's the one that's on the corner by El Rey.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Speakeasy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right? No. So we went there, and I went there on a Friday night with my girlfriend.
Dude, that's a really awesome place.
Yeah, I love that place. And we went there, and we were having drinks, and the server, the bartender was like, "Hey," he's like, "You were that one guy from Belen that had that fight ring, right?" Dude, this is like 12 years later. He's like, "You had that fight ring at Belen or whatever." I was like, "Damn, dude." But like that stuff was just echoed, dude. But I'm such a big fight fan, though. To this day, I'm an MMA fan. If I wasn't having my career that I had, or if I wasn't professionally snowboarding, I would be fighting MMA.
You're a professional snowboarder.
No, but I would be. If I wasn't I would definitely be. Because dude,
I see that in you.
I have this thing where I could shut off a switch where I'm not afraid. Like if I at the Belen diving boards, I could do a triple gainer. Like I would just send it.
Triple gainer.
I would send it off the high dive.
You know what's funny? I was a lifeguard at those.
Were you really?
And so, dude, there's a young kid on that dude, and I was a head lifeguard at one point for like 2 or 3 years. And dude, when there was a little kid on that high dive that didn't want to jump off.
What would you tell him?
Dude, it's more dangerous for them to climb down the stairs.
That's true.
Because it's slippery, wet. Dude, I had to get up.
And throw him off. Were you the guy that went?
Dude, I have to go up there on the fucking...
This is Sparta!
Exactly. Dude, that's how I felt. I was like, sorry, little guy. Dude, they're like terrified. I'm like, you gotta jump off, and I like motivate them to get off. Dude, like, you can do it.
You have to. It's not gonna hurt you.
It's not gonna hurt. And they wouldn't do it. And I had to like grab them with the hands. Put them on the edge. You know what's fucked up?
What?
Is I climbed down the damn board.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. After giving this big old talk.
I know. And I told him, I did exactly what I told him he couldn't do.
Oh,
that's
dude.
messed up. Now that I realize that.
I was the first person ever to do a front flip.
Dude, a triple gainer.
No, listen. A front flip off the high dive. So front flip, and then I would twist and do a back flip.
Wow.
I called it so ask Danny Jaramillo, ask Tomas Rodriguez. So I would do a front flip, spin, and do a back flip.
So check this out. I was a coach. I was a swimming coach in Belen.
Yeah.
I coached Tomas. I coached Kevin.
Kevin who?
Kevin Sanchez from the Rhythms.
I love it.
Dude, he was 8 and under. He used to try to like hold on the wall and not get his hands up.
Hey, Kevin, you're soft, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. He has pictures of me, dude, when he was a little tiny little guy.
Damn,
bro. And you know what? Swimming was one of my best sport. You know, I almost made it.
Hey, dude, if you think about it, we're all champion swimmers.
I almost made Olympic trials swimming.
Are you serious?
Freestyle and backstroke. I was 1 second behind backstroke.
Shut up,
Olympic
dude.
trials.
That's wild.
When I was 16 years old, I swam for Lobos. The Lobos, junior aquatic club.
Damn, dude.
I was a fast swimmer, dude.
Dude, if you can swim, bro.
I was sexy, dude. I'd wear little
Speedos.
Wear little Speedos, bro.
Dude, I didn't know that about you.
No, I was.
So you're an athlete. I feel like you were competitive. You have that in you.
No.
Do you think that helped a lot in your music career?
All district linebacker, bro. But I was a good athlete. Basketball.
Did you ever get in any fights ever in your life?
Yes. It's not good.
Did it end bad?
It ends bad for. I've never lost a fight. And I don't even want to go on that tangent, but I've been in very few fights, and I will never start a fight.
Mm-hmm. Was it always at a party?
No.
At school? Did you ever fight at the B?
No. I wish. I was
Dude, at the B, it was like,
dude. Honestly,
the only thing I could
back then, I was so scared.
I used to coach people to fight at the, because I would take them, because I had my own truck, and they were like, I'm gonna fight at the B.
Coach people to fight at the B.
Yeah, we would set a time. We're gonna show up at 4 p.m.
dude,
at the B. So we would take them to the house and we'd hype them up. We'd be listening to Godsmack. Dude, I said, look, this guy's super fat. I was like, I would just coach him, dude. And we'd show up.
He's super fast. Stay away from him.
But, dude, when you show up, there's cars all in a circle.
Oh, with their lights on.
Yeah, dude. But it was during the day, though. It was like a Gladiator, though.
Dude, the fights I saw, they had their lights on.
There was no security. It was just whoever stopped the fight.
Dude, back in my day, the best fight at the B, check this out, was the Hunkies and the fucking Gangsters.
No way. Bro. Multiple fights?
Dude, no.
Like a war?
Like a war, bro. Like when you go down, like...
Who won?
Like dude, honky motherfuckers is the fucking hay-hauling motherfuckers.
The guys who throw the hay, dude. If you don't want to mess with
them. Dude, you could be a wiry, skinny motherfucker, but if you threw hay your whole life, you better watch the fuck out.
That's true.
Because that guy will grab you and fuck you up.
That's one thing I had going for me is my dad had me digging ditches since I was like 6.
I'm a hay-hauling motherfucker, dude. That's all I did with
that. But, dude, it's so crazy because all these, like, adverse experiences, all these crazy things that you went through in high school, they make you reevaluate what things can lead to. You know what I mean? So whenever, like, someone's like, what's up at a bar, you're like, dude, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it builds character. And, you know, my dad taught me respect. Respect is everything. And you give respect.
Yeah.
To everybody around you.
Right.
And it's okay to stand up for yourself at the same time.
That's true.
But be smart about it.
That's true. You don't want to overreact for something that you can digress.
Yeah. I mean, you could like, you stick up for yourself and say something, you know, standing up for yourself. But you could also...
de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, to me, bro, I love peace and love.
Me too.
I love that, dude. And
honestly, as you grow older in life, you realize that, like, we said this way earlier in the podcast, but you don't know what kind of life or what kind of person has led to what you guys are going through.
And
you know
what
I mean?
Went through that day.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't know. And I mean, at the time, it was kind of fun because, like, it was like a competition. But, like, when someone would shove you at a bar or push you at a bar, they might have just had the worst day ever, you know? Mm-hmm. And you don't want to give them that, you know what I mean? You don't know. That person might be at rock bottom. That person might have a gun in their pocket and just be like, I'm ready to just throw it down.
Just because you bumped him in the shoulder might end your life.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are chances that I'm willing not to take. And well, just besides that, you just show love.
Yeah,
show love to people, man. And
how did you guys come up with the name Vibestrong?
It's Ricky G. Ricky G's had his mission since day one. I asked Ricky G to be in Reviva years ago. I think the Rhythms picked him up shortly, or even before after. But he's grown into a monster. That guy is a brilliant songwriter, bro. Brilliant songwriter. And
so Ricky G writes a lot of songs.
He writes most of the music, all the guitar patterns, and piano patterns, and vocals. And but he also uses our opinion on everything. So
he puts down what he wants, and then he hears you guys out.
Yeah, and we get together in the sound and the practice area, and we create music, and every single one of us has a say. So, dude, I'll stop practice and be like, "Hey, man, what do you think about this note here or this note here on this solo?" And they have a say in that note. And dude, for me, I don't care. It's all about that camaraderie.
Mm-hmm. What's better for the band?
Yes, and whatever, and everybody's happy, dude. Like all of us are happy at that moment. And like even Tony Man will be like, "Hey, I don't know, man. I'm like, hey, I'm feeling this bass line. Give me some input." Dude. And and all of us will step in and like, "Hey, we should do this. Maybe do that. Do this, and we'll try everything, and we'll choose the best result."
Dude, honestly, I feel like that's what makes a great band is that camaraderie and listening to each other. You guys are kind of like a gang. You guys really are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are Vibestrong. You guys are a gang. You know, whenever one person says, "Hey, I don't feel right about this. Can you give me this?" You gotta listen to your homies.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You have to. Because if you're leaving that guy out and you're like, "No, we're gonna do this," it's like it's not gonna work. Because the energy is not gonna be
without
right.
either any of one of us, it's not gonna happen. You know. So.
I can't wait till those 2 new songs drop.
Oh man, and we got another one we did before this about 2 months ago. We went and recorded with him, and it's not released yet. So we have one before this, and then these next 2. So we're pumped, dude.
That's sick, bro. So whenever I drop this YouTube video, I'm gonna drop your name. I'm gonna drop Vibestrong. I'm gonna drop everyone's Instagrams.
You know what? I'm gonna drop Espiritu. Espiritu just sponsored me as well as Vibestrong. So you gotta give those guys love. Please check out that product. That's B-Town product. Check out Espiritu, man. We are Espiritu on Instagram. Check it out. ATG.
We love you guys.
Joshua Griego. Just for you gotta check that shit
Joshua
out too, man.
Griego.
This guy has some professional shit going on over here.
Hey, bro.
I'm gonna buy one of these motherfuckers.
It says right there, look. Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, but honestly, Espiritu, Kevin, John, you guys are masterminds. Yeah. The fact that you guys collaborated with Vibestrong is legendary.
And that's gente.
I'm seriously. I'm not kidding you guys. Espiritu, Vibestrong, that's something that's gonna live forever. You guys dropped the name brand. Shout out to Espiritu. Shout out to Vibestrong. Shout out to Buddhafunk.
Hey, man.
We keep it ATG.
Seriously, we said that at the same time. Dude, I really appreciate the fuck out of you, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Buddhafunk, dude. Glenn Buddhafunk Benavidez.
Glenn Buddhafunk Benavidez. First podcast ever, dude. I think it was legendary. Yeah. I honestly,
I hope I didn't ruin it.
No, but that's impossible. But the fact that this was your first podcast ever, bro, I feel like you went out with a bang, dude.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you for...
You've been around for a while, but people get to finally know who you are as a person, dude. And people, I feel like your guys' brand's just gonna grow exponential.
Well, dude, I appreciate you for for the opportunity to share my story. And also, just, dude, you're a good man.
Yeah, and dude, of course, bro. I appreciate you.
And ATG, bro, got big things coming, but they're going to keep that shit underground. I hope to be back with my full band maybe next time.
Yeah, we got it. We got the mics, bro.
That'd be fucking cool.
Let's do it, bro. Shout out to Vibestrong. Shout out to all the homies from the Rhythms. Shout out to
Reviva.
Reviva.
Shout out to Reviva, Stoke Frame, 86, ATG. Shout out to all the homies in Albuquerque, bro.
No, seriously. You know, I don't think you guys realize it.
Primo Swift, fucking way funky.
Did you say Taylor Swift?
No, Primo. Taylor Swift.
Hey, shout out to Taylor Swift.
You don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Beyonce. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Dude, all my homies, dude. Flo, all those guys, dude. Like DJ Community. Like, I love you guys, dude. Like DJ Cloud.
Episode 63. We got Buddhafunk in the studio. This isn't going to be the last time. We're going to have this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. You guys just dropped the website. It's going to be crazy. No, but seriously, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you guys have watched this long, which I'm sure maybe one of you has, subscribe. Seriously.
Subscribe.
Help us grow this channel. If we can get monetized, get to at least 1,000 subscribers, we're going to take off, guys. Seriously. Against the grain. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.